Good morning, well, it's no longer morning, it's afternoon. So, good afternoon. I need to post Instagram real quick. And I certainly forgot to reshare this guy. Get that done. There we go. And now I can share that one. And now let's go live. Come on. There we go. Let's draw comics. All right, your story. Let's draw comics. There we go. All right. There we go, there we go, there we go. That'll leave a little bit more room for text, so I'm thinking that'll be good. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I have him chasing leaves, spiced apple cider, and I believe he was baking picks apples, leaf diving platform, boost hot pepper cider, helping GB bake, picking apples. I could move that over, picking apples and then hot spiced apple cider, and then GB baking. Maybe doing a harvest would be better than apples, because he's got apples here. He's pointing this way. All right. Let's go ahead and group these and make them smaller. Not smaller, more transparent, so I can actually see what I'm doing. So what I typically do, if you're just joining my stream for the first time, I start out with a very rough sketch, and then I make it about 30% transparency, and then I draw over the top of it with the actual line art, and I only mount to really 2 layers, and I keep the sketch layer on a separate one. So if I have a lot of reference, I'll put it on this layer, and then I'll just hide it to make sure that when I do a final export, nothing's going to be on my main artboard. Oh, big stretch! Look at those tootsies! I have a throat lozenge in, but it's a little bit. I took a Mucinex yesterday to help with my throat and kind of like a drip thing I have, but it kind of dropped into my lungs, so I'm kind of struggling with that and trying not to cough my head off, but I feel normal otherwise. Just a little drippy and desperate for water, because that's what Mucinex does. All right. And true fashion me, I'm starting to get the deja vu that I've done this comic before, but just in the title. I feel like I've done this before, but I don't think I have. I mean, I'm getting less deja vu about it, but it's still a little bit, and I'm just like, I'll look through later. I don't think I did this. I didn't think I did. I should have done this because it's like obvious. This is an obvious Happy comic. So why didn't I do it before now? That's a good question. I had a more robust rhyme for this one, but I actually kind of like the simpler one. Omar, hello! Welcome to the stream. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. There we go. All right. So now that I've got all of my basics in here, let us draw. I feel like I've done, oh, darn it. I haven't done this comic before. I haven't done this title before. I know that I haven't done this title before. Maybe it's just I have like these ideas and then I catalog them away, and then when they come back out, I feel like I've had them and done them before, but I haven't. Perhaps that's what's going on. Oh, my lady. All right. Oh, his little eyes aren't quite right. Why does it cut the edge off like that? There we go. Definitely needs to be longer. Go. Or maybe I'll just make this straight. Or maybe I will stop messing with it for now and just focus on the rest of Happy Paper. Nope. Almost. There we go. Ismail, hello. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? There we go. I think this angle... I'm gonna have to think about that one. I'm not sure if I like it or not. Do need to change the foot, but I'll change it later. I'll change it later. If I can get rid of his body line now, I think I will. There we go. And body line here. There we go. Oops. There we go. And paper line all the way up here, because I do like how his jacket arm is kind of folding down. However, I do need to make a little happy coat edge. Go ahead and get rid of this as well. There we go. And one thing that I will probably move over here a little bit so I can get a bit more. I want to get a fold in this arm. I don't think that fold is in the right spot. And it's also not big enough. So why don't I kind of do that maybe? Or if it's just kind of folded in there, maybe I'll make it thicker. Because like, you see how the arm folds right here? I want to kind of create that line there. What you doing, Weenie Beanie? So. course I need to draw other leaves in here too. Make that a little darker, maybe go 50. Maybe bring in another here for 50 and a 30. There we go. I think that'll be good enough for Oh, I'm just seeing a face in this bush. He looks a little angry. I guess I'll move these guys up. All right, there we go. Move that over. I think that one's okay. Nope. There we go. And we're gonna go here and we'll do a little bit more. Go. Okay, save. I still have a throat lozenge in. I'm trying to decide if I want regular water or my twist. I'm kind of thinking my twist because it'll help my throat, but Sharon, hello! Happy Thursday to you too. Oh, it looks like we're gonna get an on-camera bath. Oh dear. Coconut, this is usually gated content. Yes, it's a happy comic today. Happiness can be found up, down, and all around. So I'm just going to do a couple of little fall scenes with Happy. He's going to be doing some apple cider here, and then harvest, and then he's helping Granny Bear bake some stuff in this one. Oh, it was a short bath. Short bath. He says, I only give little bits. He says, you need to tip to get more. All right, let's get my point size back up here. So I'm thinking maybe a big vat of spiced apple cider, and I was gonna do little vapors, but have apples in the vapors to kind of, and I was also gonna hint with, you know, little apples kind of strewn about here too. And this floof is kind of making it, so I'm thinking that'll be good. Whoops. Man, that's a really kind of not smooth, happy. There we go. It's a little better. Oh, he needs to be leaning down. Kind of made his, yeah, he's not in the right shape. Let's lean this guy over. Let's see, maybe is this the right angle for him? Could be. Shorter. Maybe bring him up a little bit so he's actually in frame more. little bit too long there. This Tootsie is a little bit big there too, so let's kind of fix that a bit. Oof, okay. Let's just, there we go. I don't like that tangent. I don't quite like his jacket armhole either. My foot. It's just, it's right above the arch of my foot. And it's just an inch. I'm going to move this over. feel like his legs should be a little bit longer. He needs to be standing a little bit more like here. It's not here. Oops. Bigger. Stand. There we go. Trying to get that fixed up a little bit. The apple's kind of floating up. With the steam. Kind of want to give that flip a little bit more of an arm. Okay, now I think I can come in here and remove some of these lines. And get Happy cleaned up. Get that rid of this. Go. Go. I'll do this. Since I have some of these in the previous frame, I can walk it through the rest of these. Just have a little bit of contrast in here. There we go. Give it a little bit of something, something. And I need to drop this behind. There we go. He's holding the cup, that's the back. Now I need to make sure the spoon is not sitting above my foof's paw. Okay. Alright, and now I can move this rough sketch out from these. Areas here. And now I can make these 30% and continue with these frames. Save, and let's take a drink. Hydrate. Oh, I thought we were going to get a stretch. Let me see if I can inspire a stretch. Almost. Lots of purrs going. No stretch though. I got a little bit more belly exposed though. So close. She was thinking about it. Maybe. Maybe. So now this is a harvest one. Oh, that's a really wonky toilet paper. So I've been trying to, well, I'm trying to actively now be a little bit more even on writing and posting comics for all the characters, not just Floofs, not just Momo, Coco. I mean, I think I fell into a trap that the Floof comics are just so easy, and so I've kind of leaned on that a little bit, and I want to get back to showing more of the characters, because again, like when I was going through volume 2 and reformatting it, I just had such a variety, and I want to bring that back too and visit some of those series that I left off at. I mean, yeah, speaking, it's still Floofs, but Floof and Spider, that whole Oregon Trail series, I still love those, and I can write more about that and the sort of whole cast cute version of Lord of the Rings. I just there's so much potential there, and I know I have notes somewhere on different ones. I only really ended up doing the Balrog, you know, You Shall Not Pass one, but there's so many more that I could do just to have that sub-series continue. And of course, more cooking with Momo and Coco, and I mean, there are quite a few. The Wall series, I haven't done a Wall comic in a while, so I just want to kind of make a, I'm going to start off with making a list of the series that I've already started and have quite a few volumes to, or rather entries into, like how it started, how it's going. I think I'm up to 9 or 10 on that one. Of course, the floof series of Scale of Floof is up to 10 or 11, I think, as well. But yeah, some of those other series that, you know, Fancy Cats, I haven't done a new Fancy Cats in a while. I think if I focus on those areas and write different things for those series, that can help, you know, pump up the variety of comics there. But also I want to focus on more of the inspirational ones too. So I want to do uplifting inspirational comics that, you know, you can maybe even you'd want to print out and put up on your wall or around your cubicle. I kind of want to focus on those areas. And that's going to guide my writing, I think, over the next couple days. And I do want to do maybe a couple smaller, but definitely one larger Inktober. Oh, big stretch! Definitely smaller, maybe medium, but definitely a larger, at least one larger Inktober piece that may take me a few days. I have some sketches that I did not finish. I think I can draw on those. I did make one of them a regular digital piece, but I could change it up and kind of do a different version. It was of the characters looking at the catfish in a pond. And I know I did that with floofs not too long ago. Or maybe I did it on the iPad with Procreate. I think it was Procreate. But I want to revisit that one, maybe refine the idea, maybe change it up a little bit, but try that out with the inks and perhaps on a larger canvas. I want to focus on quality over quantity. I feel like sometimes on the Inktober pieces, you know, pumping out one a day, they didn't have as much. I definitely felt that there were some that were more creative and adventurous than others. Like if I changed up angles, or, you know, maybe it was more illustrative and storytelling or something along those lines. That definitely, mostly when I changed camera angles and challenged myself there, I felt like those had more to them than some of their, you know, just roofs and pumpkins or whatever. But that's what I'm looking at anyway. And his old, you know, happy little mouth. I haven't drawn that mouth in a while. that mouth or not. Whoops. I think I got it. Almost with this little dewy. I've got one little, yeah, that little bit is kind of. I want it to be something like that, but let's see if I can salvage this or if I have to rewind. Go. Try to get that a little bit more figured out there. I think I'll keep that mouth after all. Which arm do I want to be in front? Maybe that one. I'll let this one be in front. Nice. There we go. All right, so let's have our little floopy harvest here. I need to have my floop with the pumpkin on his head. Done with that. Moving on to water. Probably should have started with water. Let's group this little guy. Go. All right, we've got our nice little harvest here. Okay. And now for the final one where he's helping GB with some baking. I think I'm going to have to adjust the table here because I do want to have Boop sitting on his head right here, and he's going to be holding a lot of ingredients. And then I was thinking that I'd show some baked goods down here, here, and like maybe some finished stuff. I don't want to check that out. Go ahead and draw on the tabletop here. Maybe that won't be enough. I feel like Happy might be, no. I think I would like to do some foreground items in here. So maybe I'll do like the edge of a pie or something. I'm just trying to sketch this out a little bit better than before. It's going to be here. Maybe he's not. Butter stick, maybe some herbs. Maybe she'll be going from rough to like somewhere in between rough and finished line art. What was this supposed to be? What was this supposed to be? Is it supposed to be a box of something? There's 9. I'm committed to these ingredients. I need to draw the butter stick a little bit better here. I think I'm trying to be too tricksy with the coat, but I think I'll make it. I do like this. Go. All right, and now I need to get Miss Boop on here. And then I need to, I'm just going to go ahead and group this rough estimation of where Granny Bear's going to be. Bowl. Smaller, like that. And then I can fill in the items that are already on the table. like her face shape here. She's about the right size, but let me see if I can do something with her face shape. A little better. Need to get rid of that though. And I just messed it up. So let's try doing it the other way. Let's try smoothing it out like that. Let's get Granny Bear in here, and then I can focus on food on the table. I'm going to go ahead and group Chibi. want to put her ear a little bit more like she's looking up, like going kind of. I need to get the bowl on the table here. And that might be a little too... Let's see if I can get this right. I won't take out those little bits yet because I'm still not certain that that's where I want her ear to be. I think that actually might look okay. I want to have like this, like she's, so a little bit of foreshortening, but I don't think I've got this arm quite right. Stretch. Little stretch. Oh, really? You're gonna get a big stretch? Oh, big stretch! Almost. That was a tease. That was a tease for a big stretch. Mm. I think that might be okay. That kind of looks okay to me. Maybe I'll bring this up a little bit. And I'm going to erase just the edge of her paws if she's reaching for that. Dee, hello! Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you as always. Okay, I can get rid of that sketch. I can get rid of this sketch. And I think I can... Now let's just not do that. Let's just leave it as it is. And I'm going to put... a little lattice pie action here. Flower over here, and let's do a measuring cup. I'll group this so that when I fill it in, it can be just right here, sitting on top of things. Yeah, I'll do like a plate over here. Cookies. And try to draw a cupcake. I bet Happy is a great helper. Absolutely. He has an uncanny ability to predict what you'll need. Maybe I'll just make this a muffin. I don't often draw muffins. Just make it like maybe an apple muffin or something like that. All right, let's move this section of text out so you can see the completed line art. And I do believe I can probably make this bigger, but also make my, well, hello, my lady. Uh-oh, you need some more heat. Oh, you're gonna squish? Okay. Okay, you can squish. You wanna squish? You want more room to squish? There you go. All right, she's squishing. You can see her butt right here. That's her butt. She's purring, so now I have a back massage going on. Happiness can be found up, down, up and down, and all around. All right, so I'm gonna move these up a little bit. And I will have to shave down the edge of Happy's coat there, but that's not a big deal. And what I'm doing now is I'm grouping each frame with their outer frame and having the outer frame on top, so when I go in and drop the color here, it'll clean up the edges automatically. So let me just go into this as an example. I've got this group, I go in and I still have this and this. So let's go ahead and fix this little bump out here. I'm just gonna do that. And then I can bring this up a smidge because I'll just have the call to action, not call to action, but the comic, my ats here. And I didn't go through any of the others and put shading in it, but this one still isn't completely shaded either. So all of these will be completely shaded and finished. I just see that I've got to... I might make Boop's silhouette a little stronger because she's kind of fading out here. But I think this will be nice and fun. I've got this to deal with here. It looks like I did not completely erase his leg. There we go. All right, save. I think that'll be it for me today. I got the line art done, which was great. This shouldn't be all that difficult to color. Really, it'll be a lot of fun, actually. I like Happy comics, and for some reason, when I first started drawing Happy, coloring his comics were, they took a long time. But now, I mean, it's pretty easy, pretty quick. I'll enjoy going in here and adding the shadows. I still need to do some of that over here, definitely in all the other frames that I didn't put it in, but she's about the right size, but I need to make those lines a little bit more strong because I think she's just disappearing. So, but yeah, this will be tomorrow's post. It'll go live tomorrow morning. If you want to see it before everybody else, it goes on the website actually, I think 1 or 2 a.m. So you can see it live there before all the social media. Those go up at 9 a.m. Central. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, Sharon, Dee, Omar, Ismail, all my lurkers. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me go over my ending screen. There we go. I will be back on Tuesday with some other stuff that I'll be working on. most likely shop stuff for the ebook and digital file launch. I'm gonna get the shirts up like today or tomorrow. So there's still enough time to get those printed and shipped, hopefully in time for Halloween on the Halloween ones, definitely for the fall general ones, but those will be coming very soon. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time.